Autoline on the Road from the North American International Auto Show in Detroit is brought to you by our signature sponsor, Continental Structural Plastics, the superheroes of vehicle lightweighting, and also by Rosa, excellence in mechatronics, Hella, technology with vision, and by Ram Truck, built to serve.
Ralph Gilles is the head of global design for FCA. And Ralph, you got your heavy duty Rams.
Yes.
I mean, you guys have been doing an incredible job with the light duty one.
Yeah.
From a design standpoint, what do you really try to do with the heavy duty version?
Kind of a little bit of the tricks that have worked with the light duty is fanning out the heavy duty's personality, realizing that we haven't found North yet. You know, all of our traditional customers are still there, but there's definitely a new customer that this is their reward. This is their luxury car. It's an alternative to luxury vehicles, yet it still has to work. So it's an interesting combination. So the good news is a lot of the homework we did on light duty applies 100%. The interior, you know, when I list off the interior stuff like Napa leather, open pore wood, black chrome. Am I talking about a luxury car or a heavy duty truck, right? So
yeah, that doesn't generally go with a heavy duty truck. Do you have the big screen like you do in the light duty as well?
Yes, we got the 12-inch Uconnect system, which is really popular. And this truck, I think, has like 5 cameras that you can actually select. So great functionality blended with tech, and I think it's going to find some great homes. You know, so.
I'll bet it does. In fact, you know, Ram could be #2 in trucks before this year is over.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie, that's the goal. We really set out to, first of all, we have capacity now. That used to be a kind of a wall for us. We couldn't build enough, even if we wanted to. That is now behind us. Now it's like, okay, let's try to check every box, whether it's capability with the 1,000 foot-pounds of towing, or it's consumer delight, sitting in the car and forgetting your heavy-duty truck. Yeah, they want it to tow, but they don't want to be punished. Right, that's the magic, trying to put that big grin on the owner's face.
Let's step back and talk a broader topic, design.
Yeah.
A lot of changes at the company. You know, tragically, you guys lost Sergio last year.
Really, really tough summer for
Mike
us.
Manley in. Are you doing things differently? What are you doing these?
Actually, the commitment's the same. I mean, Mike is a hard charger. In that way, we all learned from Sergio. We were working together for over 10 years. And Mike's been in the company since the early 2000s, so he gets it. He was a dealer himself. A lot of people don't know that. So he knows the other side of the business. He spent a lot of time in Asia, understands that market. So he comes with his own set of skills. On top of all of us, again, under the leadership of Marchione, we've redefined who we are. I'm a different man than I was 10 years ago. So you have this team that's battle-hardened in a way, but at the same time looking forward to working with Mike, and he's off already to an amazing start. You know, we still work weekends.
Darn, still doing that, eh?
Yeah.
I remember you once told me the only time you got off under Sergio was Sunday morning.
Now, what I end up doing is I take Fridays off and maybe come back for Sunday. No, I'm just kidding. It comes and goes, but it's fun.
How do you divide your time between all the different brands? I mean, you got quite the portfolio.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit of it's an out-of-body experience, to be honest. But what I've done is I've created brand shepherds. So we have all over the world. We've got people that own the brands. You know, designers that work only on Ram, and others that work only on Dodge, and that helps me. So when I meet with them, I know what language I got to talk. But my job is to make sure we don't become siloed. Even though I want that discipline with each brand, I don't want us to have a good idea. For example, good ideas that may apply to Ram could be cross-used on a Grand Cherokee someday, like towing features and minivan delight features can work great on heavy-duty trucks. So I'm trying to take away the silo effect.
So how do you cross-pollinate them and keep them brand-centric?
We do groups. I do this thing every week. I call it a walkthrough, and I do the same thing in Europe, where I fly over there and I visit with Klaus, and we go through each product together. Even though it's not their brand, I force them to understand what their friends are doing, right? So and they go, that could use that on my project, right? So a lot of open communication, a lot of sharing. Sometimes it might bore one guy to death, but hey, I wanted to learn, and that's again what the boss did. We always would meet together as a team, and I would cross-pollinate, learn what other areas are doing.
Real good. Thanks for the insight, Ralph. Always a pleasure talking with you.
Take care, John.
Yeah,
all the best.
good deal.
Les Mass was once a mild-mannered materials engineer, working on projects with aluminum, trying to reduce component weight, and yet still have some intriguing design opportunities. Then, he discovered Continental Structural Plastics Advanced Composite Materials. Now he's a man of strength, of daring design. No one can dent his courage or tarnish his shine. No one knows how to lightweight better than Captain Les Mass. You too can be a superhero of lightweighting. Contact Continental Structural Plastics today, a Teijin Group company.